Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I would like to explain the topic that is very useful in daily communication, which is okay no problem, common complaints, two-part verbs, request with modals, and apologize. We are from 11th group. I am Salazar Malaysiawan who will explain about common complaints, Ika Lindri who will explain about request with modals, and Loyana Pesida Paparia Putri who will explain about apologize, and last but not least, Novala Fioneta who will explain about two-part verbs. In this presentation, I will discuss about common complaints, including their definitions, example, and how to use them properly. Before I begin, let me ask you something. Have you ever been annoyed because your food came cold? Or because the Wi-Fi suddenly stopped working? Mungkin kalian pernah merasakan itu semua, dan mungkin kejadian-kejadian seperti itulah yang kita sebut common complaints. We face them almost every day, at home, in the class, in the restaurants, or maybe we communicate with others. And let's begin to our presentation about common complaints in English and how to use them politely. The first situation is about food. When our food is cold, we should complain politely, and the polite way to say is, "Excuse me, my food is a bit cold. Could you warm it up, please?" Nah, itu adalah salah satu contoh dari cara kita mengkomplain kepada restoran bahwa makanan kita sudah terlalu dingin. Okay, the next situation is slow service. If the service takes too long, we can complain politely by saying, "I've been waiting for a while. Could you check my order, please?" Nah, kita pasti sering banget nih teman-teman, bahwa kita sering banget mengalami kejadian seperti ini di sebuah restoran maupun dimanapun, yang dimana servisnya tuh lama banget. Nah, kita boleh banget komplain dengan cara yang lebih sopan, dengan cara yang seperti tadi. For the last situation is about dirty room. Nah, kita pasti banget pernah mengalami kayak di sebuah penginapan yang dimana ruangannya hasn't been cleaned yet. Nah, gimana sih cara kita mengkomplain bahwa ruangannya itu belum dibersihkan? Nah, kita bisa banget dengan cara seperti ini mengungkapkannya. "Sorry, but my room hasn't been cleaned yet. Could someone clean it?" Nah, ini biasa terjadi di sebuah penginapan ataupun kayak misalnya di Jogjain atau di hotel, hostel maupun di villa. Nah, kita bisa banget komplain ke atasannya bahwa, "Sorry, but my room hasn't been cleaned yet. Could someone clean it?" Nah, boleh banget mengungkapkannya seperti itu. I'm going to explain some common responses used in complaint situations. These are expressions are helpful when we want to answer a complaint politely and professionally. The first expression is, "I'm sorry about that." We use this sentence to apologize politely when something goes wrong. It shows that we understand the problem and feel responsible. And for the next expression is, "Oh, I'll fix it right away." This sentence is used to show that we will solve the problem immediately. It tells the listener that we are taking quick actions. And then we have, "Don't worry, I'll handle it." We use this expression to reassure someone. It means that we will take care of the issue and the person doesn't need to feel stressed. And the last but not least, the response is, "Okay, no problem." The response shows that everything is fine. We are willing to help. It makes the conversation sound friendly and positive. Overall, these expressions are useful in customer service and everyday situations, especially when dealing with complaints. They help us communicate politely, calmly, and professionally.
Baik teman-teman, sekarang kita masuk ke materi two-part verbs. Two-part verbs adalah gabungan kata kerja verbs dengan kata depan atau keterangan preposition atau adverb yang membentuk makna baru. Jadi ketika dua kata ini digabungkan, artinya tidak selalu sama dengan arti kata dasarnya. Karena itu, two-part verbs harus dipahami sebagai satu kesatuan makna, bukan diterjemahkan per kata. Misalnya, kata turn sendiri tidak berarti menyalakan, tetapi ketika digabung dengan on, maknanya berubah menjadi menyalakan. Begitu juga dengan kombinasi lainnya. Selanjutnya, ada beberapa penggunaan two-part verbs dalam kehidupan sehari-hari. Contohnya yaitu turn on, berarti menyalakan. Contohnya, please turn on the light. Lalu, turn off, yang berarti mematikan. Contohnya, don't forget to turn off the TV. Kemudian, pick up, yang dapat digunakan untuk menyatakan mengambil atau menjemput, seperti I'll pick up my friend after work. Berikutnya adalah look after, yang berarti menjaga. Contohnya, she looks after her little sister. Dan yang terakhir, give back, yang berarti mengembalikan. Seperti pada kalimat, please give back my notebook. Contoh-contoh tersebut menunjukkan bahwa two-part verbs memiliki makna baru yang tidak dapat ditebak dari kata dasarnya. Karena itu, penting untuk memahami bentuk dan maknanya melalui konteks kalimat.
Selanjutnya, request with modal atau permintaan dengan modal verbs, yaitu ungkapan permintaan yang menggunakan kata kerja modal atau verbs agar ungkapannya terdengar lebih sopan. Biasanya menggunakan modal verbs seperti can, could, would, will, may. Contoh modal sesuai dengan tingkat kesopanannya. Can you help me? Itu netral. Could you help me please? Itu terdengar lebih sopan. Selanjutnya, would you open the window please? Sangat sopan. Will you join us later? Ramah. May I borrow your book? Itu formal. Untuk tipsnya, tambahkan please di akhir kalimat dan gunakan could atau would untuk situasi formal.
So, next I will explain about apologies. Apologies atau permintaan maaf. Apologies are used to show that we feel sorry for a mistake or for any discomfort we use. Apologies sering digunakan untuk menyatakan penyesalan atas kesalahan yang ditimbulkan. By apologies, we show that we understand what we did wrong or we want to make things better. So, we should say sorry to keep our communication and relationship positive. The next slide is contoh ungkapan. The first one, I'm sorry, yang artinya saya minta maaf. Contoh kalimatnya berupa I'm so sorry for beginning late. Second, I apologize, yang artinya saya minta maaf. Dalam kalimatnya, I apologize for the mistake. Next, sorry about that. Maaf tentang itu, yang bisa digunakan sebagai berikut. Sorry about the noise. Next, my bad, yang artinya salah saya. Contoh kalimatnya, oh my bad. So the last one is please forgive me atau tolong maafkan saya. Dalam kalimatnya bisa berupa please forgive me for forgetting. In this slide, we have someone explain of respondent of apologies. These passages are used to show that we accept the apologies and everything is fine. The respondents are that's okay. It means the situation is fine atau yang artinya itu gak apa-apa. Nah, yang kedua ada no problem. It means it's not a big deal atau yang artinya juga tidak apa-apa. Selanjutnya ada don't worry about it. It means there's nothing to stress about. And the last one is it's alright. It means everything okay now.
I think the Wi-Fi in this campus is super slow today. It took me like 10 minutes just to log in and load the laptop. Yeah, again, my life is very slow. I can open up the Excuse me guys, could you send me the slide number? My laptop is closed again. Look, now already could you please remind me to ask the lecturer about our project deadline?
Of course, okay, I remind you.